the first edition of WPRP. I'm Joyce.
And I'm Neva.
Hey Neva, have you ever been around the entire school?
Well, I'm a senior, so I'm pretty sure I've been everywhere around the school.
All right, then well, this video will be a great refresher for you and some others, as well as something new for freshmen and underclassmen who don't know their way yet.
Adventure. Hopefully this helped and underclassmen will learn to use a different set of stairs.
Also, there's a lot of new artwork I saw in that video too.
Yeah, most definitely, which is actually what our next piece is about.
The words of Nelson Mandela, Napoleon Hill, and many others will now be echoing through the halls of PRP this school year, all thanks to a couple fresh coats of paint.
Yeah, so we're working on branding PRP, so we want our Panther to be the PRP Panther. So we're trying to branch out of just everybody having their own Panther and everybody having their own fonts and all that stuff, and we're trying to kind of bring that in and start the PRP brand with the Panthers and the lettering that you see. And So it was all intentional as far as fonts and colors and all that stuff.
And that's exactly what was done. The lobby, now mainly red, as you go up the stairs, PRP's motto is proudly presented. But why exactly were these walls painted?
It creates a culture. You can be proud of your school. I think it's when you walk through the doors and you see just plain white walls and nothing fancy, it's just school like usual. But when you walk in and you see inspirational quotes and words in the cafeteria that kind of promote different things, teamwork, accountability, and things like that, I think it just pushes you to, one, take pride in your school, and two, to just do your best.
With these recent renovations, what else could we expect Pleasure Ridge Park High School to do with helping our educational lives?
I think what we realized is painting is very cheap, and a different color wall goes a long way. The decals are awesome. The decals look great, but I think we'll probably see some more walls painted in different locations. I think the hallways and the stairwells, the painted walls look awesome, so we'll probably be painting some walls.
In addition to the paint, a few signs were added in the halls, making it known that PRP is a part of the Academies of Louisville initiative.
Ultimate goal of the academies is for kids to understand where they're at and where they're going. The academy model kind of, it gives you a small school within PRP. So the Health Sciences Academy, our goal is for you to know that you're a health science student. And we want you to know your pathway, and we want you to know the industry cert or the end of program assessment that comes with your pathway, and we want you to know the careers that come with that pathway. And those signs are just a start to that, just a start to the branding of each academy.
How did the students and administrators feel about this new change to our walls?
See these very inspirational quotes up on the wall, and if you're having a bad day, it really inspires you to do better and make sure you focus on your studies.
Just with the general theme of students are the reason that we're here, that affects everybody, every adult in this building. If you guys are not our focus, then we're not doing something right. So when I see those quotes and I see the quotes about change and quotes about just being successful and how important students are, it just reminds me of that truth, that students are everything. So.
The paint, quotes, and the overall message are just the first steps into creating a positive learning environment for students at our school. Reporting for WPRP, I'm Madison Weiss.
Wow, that was awesome. It's honestly so sad that we just got to see these new upgrades, but at least we'll be able to leave our mark on this school once we're gone.
I do that every chance I get. Here are some seniors giving advice to the ones who will leave their mark when the time comes.
Hi, my name is Joyce Augustine, and I'm here with
Donovan Evans.
And
Efrain Garcia.
You guys are both seniors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. How was your freshman year, Donovan?
It was pretty solid, but it took a long time, and I am where I'm at.
That's cool. And you, Efrain?
Mine was pretty fast. Kind of lit.
All right. So, Joseph, you're a senior, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How was your freshman year?
It was a year.
Yeah, he's right. Okay. I'm here with
Brianna.
And
Lauren.
okay, Lauren, Brianna, you guys are seniors, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You guys want to tell me a little bit about your freshman year?
Our freshman year, I wasn't tripping. Like, I knew everybody because of my brothers and stuff. So, like, our freshman year was cool.
That's good. What about you, Brianna?
I can't relate. I decided I wanted to take hard classes and stuff for the whole year, so you know.
Okay, you both are both seniors, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, tell me a little bit about your freshman year.
My freshman year was kind of slow because, like, I'm just getting used to high school, but it was okay.
You?
No comment.
Okay, tell me a little about your freshman year.
Okay, well, my freshman year I was not here. I was at Holy Cross, but I came here my sophomore year, so I kind of was a freshman when I was a sophomore here.
Cool.
Yeah.
I slacked off my freshman year.
My freshman year was kind of crazy. I made the most out of it, to say less, but it was joyful. It was crazy.
Okay, Donovan, what advice would you like to give to freshmen?
Don't be mean to your teachers because they're going to get you in the long run.
And you, friend?
Bro, just enjoy freshman year, bro. That's like the best year, no lie. I miss mine.
Belies. Anyway, thank you both for helping. And that's all.
If I had to give any advice, I'd say, be you. Don't let these buffoons out here change who you are. Always stay true to yourself because that's what matters in the long run.
Are there any advice you'd like to give our incoming freshmen this year?
You might want to learn to walk on the right side of the hallway so you can get places on time and like out of other people's way.
I'm glad someone finally said it. And you?
My only advice is to be true to yourself. Don't try to fit in. If you fit in, you just making yourself not fitting in. Like, just be true to yourself. Be yourself.
Okay, do you have any advice for the freshmen this year?
No comment.
What about you, Jason?
Be yourself, actually enjoy high school, don't stress over work so much, and also just stop running through the hallways to get to class. Just ask people where your class is.
I got one more thing. Show no fake love.
Do you have anything to say for the freshmen this year?
Just don't be complaining about high school, because before you know it, you're going to be in our position where it is our last year, and then we have to hit adulthood, and like that's scary. So like, make the most out of being in high school, especially in being in PRP.
All right, thank you, Allie, and that's all we have for today.
Can't believe we're actually in the last of our doggy days, but did you know that some students and staff aren't the only thing to leave a paw print on our hearts and our school?
If you're talking about who I think she has really left a puppy love type of mark.
Walking through the halls of PRP this school year, you may have noticed that someone has returned for their first full year of school. It's not a person, but a dog.
Well, she's the most popular girl in the school. Let me just say that, okay?
If you haven't already, meet Shelby, PRP's therapy dog. Though she's adorable and all, she's here to work. Freshman English teacher Mrs. Fox is the owner of Shelby.
We have more and more kids that have seen their parents die to overdoses, or they're just going through a lot more stuff than in my 11 years here they really were in the beginning. So I approached Miss Sawyer before I even started training her, and Miss Sawyer was like, absolutely, do what you need to do, and let's see if we can get it done.
With the principal's approval, Shelby went through extensive training so she could now work with our mental health counselors for students who need a dose of positivity.
She's just kind of here. She's always in the area, and sometimes if I'm doing a session in here with kids and Shelby kind of senses that they're a little bit stressed or a little bit worried, she'll come in and kind of do what she's doing right there. She'll just make herself present for the kids.
Though the idea of having a dog in school seems just cute, there are multiple studies showing that dogs help with relieving the stress, anxiety, and depression students often face.
There's all kinds of studies that show that people who have pets, who have dogs in particular, that it keeps them calm and it helps them have a better life.
Though she works with students who are dealing with personal troubles, her impact is seen throughout the whole school.
It takes a lot of commitment to have a dog in the school. The biggest question of the day is, has Shelby gone to the bathroom? That's the biggest question everybody asks. So it takes a lot of commitment from all of us, all the staff here in the school, to make sure that Shelby gets out to go to the bathroom and gets exercise, because she still is a dog and she needs to be outside and she needs exercise and she needs to go to the bathroom.
And talk about a celebrity. She even has her own Instagram page and has been featured on multiple news outlets, despite being a little camera shy.
It's just a camera girl. Nothing bad's going to happen. It's okay.
And they're like, no, let's make an Instagram page. Is that okay? And I was like, yeah, but how are you going to do that with a dog? And so they just started making posts for her and made up the page. And I was like, hey, you guys got to run it.
I think people are just drawn to her because she's so kind and intuitive. And I mean, there's not a better way to start the day than to spend a couple minutes with Shelby.
If you're wondering what breed she is, she's a little bit of everything. She's part Beagle, part Labrador, and part Pug. Reporting for Ridge News, I'm Edward Smith.
If you don't stop to pet Shelby or fall in love every single time you see her, what are you doing?
I 100% agree. Ooh, Joyce, did you hear that the football team kept the snowman here at PRP?
Well, of course we did. Valley might as well just let us keep it permanently now. Our boys, Brian, Blaze, Richie, and Maurice, are bringing us highlight of the game and how they think our team will turn out this year.
Richie Beckman here with
Coach Williams.
And so for this year for football, what's different for from last year than this year?
Anytime you come off of a season like we had last year, there's a renewed focus in the off season. So the last 6 months, These guys have been putting in the work that they need to be able to execute the little details of what we're trying to accomplish. So hopefully our focus stays on that over the course of the next 4 months.
And who's the key players you need to look out for this season?
Offensively, we return our quarterback, Maurice Soja. On the defensive side of the ball, our leader's probably going to be Zach Kelly, brings a different energy to that side of the ball. Two of those guys are going to kind of dictate the terms on either side. We got a couple other dudes that we're going to be able to get it to on offense that we're excited about. And Anthony Anderson, Clayton Helms returns to us. James Schultz will be carrying the ball for us on the defensive side. Miles Burbridge in the secondary. With some new faces in the box, Tanner Coyle, DeMonte Stringer, and then Kion Malone, another starter for us, started for us as a freshman last year. So plenty of other guys are going to have an opportunity to make plays, and we'll get to find out this Friday.
That's nice. What's your expectations for this season?
Win this Friday. We win this Friday, we get to talk about next Friday whenever we get back in on Monday. It is a 1 week at a time approach. It might be cliche, but that's all that we can focus on at any one time.
What's up, Bridge? I'm Blaze, and I'm here with Cameron. And we're talking football. So what's your position?
DB.
All right. And so this season's coming up. You excited?
Yeah.
Yeah? You want to make some big plays?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. That's what I like. And what are your expectations for this season?
6 and 4.
6 and 4 is solid. And what are your personal goals for the season you'd like to achieve?
Do better than I did last year.
It's always good. I'm Blaze, and I'm here with WPRP's very own
Maurice.
And so, Maurice, you're our quarterback, correct?
Yes, sir.
So this season's coming up. How excited are you for this season?
Very excited. Very excited.
That's good. How do you think this year's team's going to do?
We're definitely going to do a lot better than we did last year. I'm a lot more confident in this group of guys than last year. I think we should have at least a 6 and 4 season.
That's good. I mean, you might be throwing your other teammates out under the bus, but they're gone, so.
Still good friends with those guys. You know, I tell them how I feel every now and then.
That's good. It's always good to be honest. And you got any personal goals for this year?
I'd like to throw for, I'm going to say, kind of high. I'd like to throw for about 3,500 yards at least. Yeah, that's my goal.
What's up, Bridge? I'm Blaze, and I'm here with
Amir.
And so you've been here all 4 years, right? What's the black hole been like since were a freshman here?
It's very electric. It's not no other student section. I've never seen anything like it before.
Yeah. And how much has it changed since you've been here?
It's changed quite a bit. It's just kids aren't into the school spirit anymore. I think they're more in the basketball season, actually. So.
Do you have school spirit?
Oh, yeah, of course.
What do you like more, the basketball or the football?
Football, of course.
What's up, Bridge? I'm Blaze, and I'm here with
Zach Kelly.
And so we're talking about football. So what position do you play?
Strong safety and wide receiver.
Okay. You good?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's what I like to hear. And so are you looking forward to this next season coming up?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. This will be fun.
Yeah? What are your expectations for the season?
At least 6 and 4.
6 and 4? Solid. And what are your personal goals for this season?
5 interceptions, maybe 5 touchdowns, 5 to 7. You know, just be great.
Wow, it looks like it's going to be a promising year.
You know what's not promising at all? This weather.
Got that right. Back at it again with bipolar Mother Nature.
This is Cam Martinez with the Ridge News Weekly Weather. I wanted to start off by showing you this truly impressive satellite image from earlier in this past weekend of what happened in the Bahamas, just about 100 miles away from Florida. And we had a 185 mile per hour Category 5 storm here. This is the strongest storm in the northwestern Bahamas history and the second strongest in the Atlantic Ocean. And we had over 20 feet of storm surge, and on top of all that water, we had another additional 20 to 30 inches of rain. And we had some really major flooding. On top of that, we had those winds, and because the way this eye moved across these islands, you had the 185 mile per hour winds going one way, which meant you had houses hanging on for dear life, and then those winds went the other way, and that's what causes these houses to collapse in these intense storms. And if you want to donate to the recovery efforts, not only here, but we got to also remember we had casualties in Puerto Rico and impacts in the States as well. You go to weather.com, there will be a banner at the top of the page. I'll bring you to this site with the Red Cross, and you can help with the recovery efforts from this. And this week, for our weather here, luckily we're not having any hurricanes. We'll be in the mid-80s going into the low 90s towards next week. And we're not sure quite how that heat wave, how that pattern is setting up yet. And then our lows will be in the mid-60s. We'll go just to 70, so the rise in temperature won't be as dramatic for our lows. And then we're looking at only 10% chance of rain. Towards the end of the week, 20%, but it's still pretty low. And we're looking at just a few clouds and not really any developed, long-lasting overcast this week. And for this afternoon, your walk home, we're looking at 75 degrees and only 60% humidity and a very low chance of rain. So we're looking at a very good forecast this evening for your walk home. And for tomorrow morning, as you wake up, you'll be at 65 and muggy, as normally we are here this time of year in Kentucky at 90% humidity. This is Cam Martinez with your Ridge News Weekly Weather.
Thank you for that, Caleb. Well,
that's it for this week.
Have a great weekend, PRP.